There's been quite an evolution for the DA40 design. Originally, the DA40 showed up and proved that you could have 4 seats, a reasonable amount of performance, and great handling qualities. With the XL, they raised the bar, they made it a little faster. Now with the XLS, you've got speed, you've got comfort, you got 4 really nice seats, you've got an airplane that just looks absolutely wonderful, and on top of it is a joy to fly. Then there's the CS, which allows you the opportunity to pick your options as you choose and build the DA40 of your dreams. Let's take a look at what Diamond has for us in the DA40-XLS and the CS.
Well, the DA40-XLS is our new take on the DA40-XL. As you know, last year we launched the DA40-XL with a power flow exhaust, more speed, a nicer interior at that time, and we had really good response in the market. And this year we're making a great airplane even better. We have 3 major things that we're changing for the DA40-XLS. One is it has a nice, what we call platinum interior, more leather choices, an upgraded interior with wood inlays, brushed aluminum, carbon fiber sill plate. It just has a much more luxurious look and feel. The second big part is we have a taller, wider canopy to give pilots more headroom while retaining the same great visibility that's always distinguished our line of aircraft. And the third is we now have the newest version of the Garmin avionics, the G1000 with a WAS, vertical navigation, with the new software which gives us flight charts, approach plates, the option of having Jeppesen chart view on there, so more precision. So I would summarize it as more luxurious, more room, and more precision on the avionics. That's the DA40-XLS.
Aero TV is brought to you by...
Today there is an easy-to-own, easy-to-fly, very light jet designed with you in mind. It is the Eclipse 500, the most affordable jet in the world. From Eclipse Aviation.
Now, back to Aero TV.
Now the DA40-XLS, as I understand it, is pretty much everything you can put in here and a few things beyond that. This is the deluxe DA40 of DA40s at this point. What is a CS, though?
Okay. Well, we've had really positive response in the market on the XL, but we had questions especially from flight schools, but also for people shopping for their first airplane who said, you know what, it's a great plane, I'd really love to have it, but I don't really need all the fancy stuff. I don't need extended range tanks. I don't need...
Oh, sure you do.
Well, of course, once they have it, they will discover that they do, and they want to go longer distances. But people say, you know what, I'd love to have the airplane, but I don't necessarily need all of that stuff. Why don't you build one that I can customize to my needs? And that's what the DA40-CS is. It starts at $259,950, and then you can build options on top of that and build it up and equip it, to your needs.
What's the price on an XLS?
Price on an XLS is $334,950, and that really gives you pretty much all the bells and whistles. The only thing that you can really put on top of that is TAS active traffic and the JetView charts, because it comes standard with TIS and with the flight charts. Then, we view the DA40-XLS as a great aircraft for the owner phone pilot. It is a great plane that you can start flying very safely because of the benign handling characteristic, even while you're a student. But with all the bells and whistles, as you said, it's now a plane that also might be the only plane you might ever need. Not that we didn't have other planes that you could fly if you felt a need to upgrade with the DA42 and the DA50 and the D-Jet, but it's a great plane, and a lot of our customers buy it and fly it for a lot of hours, use it for business travel. It's a very capable aircraft.
What are you going to be doing, though, with all these bells and whistles and all these capabilities and making sure people are properly trained to take advantage of all this precision and all this information?
Well, that's a very good question. We do have the full product line. I think we're probably the most extensive product line in aviation right now, from our 2-seat DA20 all the way up to the D-Jet. And that's really something that we at Diamond are very passionate about, because I think it enables us uniquely to bring new people into aviation, get people to start flying. As an industry, we have to grow. And the only way we can grow is by bringing in fresh blood. So back to your question on training, one of the initiatives that we're working on very hard right now is bringing on board what we call our Diamond Flight Centers, which are schools that we're putting through a rigorous audit process, schools that need to have at least 2 Diamond aircraft on the line, a lot of whom we're encouraging to also put our simulators in place. At Diamond, our sister company Diamond Simulation produces type-specific simulators for 40s and 42s, and now behind us also for the D-Jet. So we're putting in place this network of schools called Diamond Flight Centers that are there to do not just initial training, Every airplane that we buy from us comes with a $2,000 training credit if taken at a Diamond Flight Center. And with that, that's a lot of flight training. So people can do their initial transition training, and they can keep doing recurrent training at these Diamond Flight Centers, and the flight centers can help them step up and be safe in our aircraft.
Aero TV is brought to you by... You know you want one. The question is, which one? The latest models from Cirrus can be seen at www.cirrusdesign.com. Business class starts here. Now, back to Aero TV.
I think it's a great and exciting time to be in personal aviation. It's great to see all of these new jets coming out, all the excitement. It really helps get people aspiring to travel. And one of the things we're really passionate about is getting new people in here. And with all of this new stuff coming out in the bus, it really helps us as an industry, to open the eyes to personal aviation as a traveling mode for people that aren't even pilots yet. And that's exciting.
Among the many surprises at AOPA 2007, a number of new airplane announcements, and yet another iteration, call it evolution if you will, for the DA40. The XLS is a top-of-the-line airplane for $335,000, or pick and choose with a base of $260,000 with the CS. Either way, it's a Diamond aircraft. It's an aircraft that's gotten just a tremendous following from a significant part of the industry, and let's face it, it's all glass, it's fast, and it looks good. For the Aero-News Network and for Aero TV, I'm Jim Campbell.